All right, now we are doing our NBA 25 rankings now. So Zach, we finished doing our segment. Now we're bringing Chris in here now, the professor himself, Chris Manic. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, guys?
Not much. I'm scared actually to do this rankings. Honestly, we discussed this
real quick. Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
how's the Florida State coach looking?
Well, I was not tooting his horn.
We just discussed that in the last segment. Actually, we just discussed that actually last segment.
I mean, and not like Jordan Travis making him look any better either. I mean, fuck.
He's played well this year. I mean, he had a rough second half of that game against NC State, but I mean, but I think overall has been really good actually. But anyway, we are here talking NBA basketball. We're 1 week away from the start of the season. I cannot wait. We obviously did our over-unders about a few weeks ago, but now we're gonna do we're gonna rank our top 25 players. Each of us will give our players 25 to 1 all the way through. It should be a fairly long one. We'll see. I'm scared, but we'll start anyway. 25.
I have my dudes who I'm projecting how they're going to play this year. So pretty much where I believe they're going to end up at the end of the season, not where they are at this.
I will say that I have some of that too also, but I also have legacy play too to some degree as well.
Oh, you have tons of legacy
I have
play.
zero legacy.
So Chris Paul's out of top 25 then. Good job.
Yeah, he's out. Oh, he didn't even sniff top 40 for me.
Oh my God. Whoa, wait a second. Oh.
And I'm the biggest Chris Paul truther there is. But he was not sniffing anyway. After that playoff after Jalen Brunson fucking took him to the fucking doghouse, to the shed, like, no fucking way.
Well, about to find out now. 25. Let's go Zach first. Zach, who got 25?
Wait, can we get an honorable mention? Who's your one honorable mention first?
Oh,
Gobert. 3-time defensive player of the year.
Hell, let me see. Hold on. My honorable mention here, I had
my honorable mention. 2 guys, same last name, both Murrays, Deontay and Jamal.
Which one?
Both. Those are my honorable mentions. Jamal Murray coming back from the ACL tear. I think he's going to reclaim, so he's going to be right there, right there. And then I'm so sour he didn't come back last year, fucking pussy. And then Deontay in his new team. New role, I think he's going to be right there on the cusp as well.
I think my honorable mention here, if I'm doing this correctly, is Bradley Beal.
Get the fuck out.
I can't believe you don't have him in there.
What?
Oh, you know Zach did. Yeah, I knew for 100% Zach was going to have him.
Let me put a guy in here.
We haven't got 25 yet. We haven't got 25 yet, and we're ready to start your shit. There you go. You ready to start your shit, Zach? Okay. Zach, 25, go. What do you got 25? I'm waiting for this one.
My only I'm talking straight up young gun, Anthony Edwards. Because I'm predicting him to be the number 1 alpha in Minnesota this season.
Spoiler alert, I got him there as well.
Ew, he was never cracking my list.
Spoiler alert, I got him there as well. Who you got, Chris, 25?
I have Kyrie at 25. And that was really close to leave him off the list. But ESPN have him in the top 30. Yeah, I have him at 25 because I think this is a prove-it year. And I think because of his contract is on the line, I think he's going to ball out. But that's the only reason why I even have him like right there.
I'll tell you right now, he's on my 20. He's in my top 25. I don't know if Zach has him there. Though.
I wanted to put him in, but at last second, I took him out.
Dude, it was so tough for me. I really didn't even want to put him in there. Just dudes that lack heart for me. Oh my fucking God! But only because
no heart, no leadership.
He has no contract after this year. I just have to assume he's gonna have a fucking monstrous year this year.
I think if you're looking at value MVP candidate, this would have value. Someone look at.
Shut the fuck up.
He'll never win an MVP.
He won't because he's not liked. But if you're looking at value. Maybe he has a year to the point where you can't ignore it.
Yeah, I guess you're expecting Durant to be injured all season.
So 25, who do you got, Chris?
I thought Kyrie.
Oh, Kyrie. It's just Kyrie. That's right. Yeah. All right. 24, Zach.
At 24, I have Ingram.
I like that. I mean, he was considered for me, but I like that one. The Pelicans.
Funny, I
team
have
this year.
Brandon Ingram at 24 as well.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Look, when you're looking at what he can do, he's almost a 27-point game scorer. He can facilitate. He can shoot. If he plays a little more defense, he'd be even higher.
He proved getting New Orleans in the play-in, even though they were like fucking 10 games under 500, getting them there without fucking Zion and CJ coming, towards the end of the year. He proved that he can make guys around him better, and he could be the best player on the court. 24 is a good spot for him. That's where I have him.
All right, 24 for me. I had DeMar DeRozan.
That's kind of low. Okay.
Well, I mean, again, we'll see when we go through the list, see how low it is. Obviously, was an MVP conversation for a good portion of the year last year. Slipped a little bit toward the end, but he's still a top 25 player in the league. Obviously, yeah, last year was a big prove year for him. That new contract with Chicago. So I got there was 24. All right, so you both got 24. The same guy. 23. Who you got, Zach?
At 23, y'all are gonna kill me on this one. The number 2 best player on the championship playoff team, Andrew Wiggins.
Oh.
Wow.
He's
shocking. I love Wiggy, man, but that's a lot.
He's like 30 for me. He's like 30.
Draymond's done. So if you're gonna have any defensive presence, it's him. He can literally dribble and create his own shot, unlike Clay.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry.
I like that. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't agree with you, but I like that pick, man. That's pretty cool, actually. I don't mind that.
I'm gonna remember y'all threw him out of your top 25 when we get down to the nitty gritty.
Okay. So 20. Go ahead, Chris.
I feel like he's plateaued. He's never gonna be any better. Like a system could make him look better, but I think he is what he is at this point. Hey, he's definitely top 30, but like 30.
I don't think he's top. I'll give him top 40. I don't think he's top 30. I mean,
no, he's top 30. Yeah, he's 100%.
Look, y'all are about to talk about a guy who doesn't even belong in the top 40. So shut your mouth.
I'm about to talk about a guy that you guys probably don't have in your top 50 right now.
Who's on 23 for you, Chris?
Like I said, this is where I think new role. He only played on this team for a little bit last year. I think he's going to have a monster year. Domantas Sabonis.
Wow. So we're throwing zingers here out the gate, man.
He's
a great player, but no.
He's going to be a walking double-double with the potential triple-double. Like, him and Fox are going to have this pick-and-roll connection. They're going to be really good. And I think he's going to be the best player on that Sacramento Kings team.
23 Murray will in his rookie year.
Mm-hmm. 23 for me is a guy who's not the best player on his team, but he's the one that scared me the most every time he played them. And he's in the finals last year. Give me Jaylen Brown.
Whoa.
Jaylen Brown.
That is way too fucking low.
I mean,
dude, your list is straight garbage. I can just tell already it's straight hot garbage.
This list is gonna have all the fucking old guys on it. Like,
we shall see.
Every fucking old dude on his list.
He's been to 3 conference finals in 6 years, dude. So, he's been the leading scorer for most of those playoff games.
He's got
to learn how to dribble, huh?
Like heavy guys, but he's one of those dudes where he gets boosted. Not Tatum. He plays the better of the 2 wing players on defense. So I will always give Jaylen Brown the nod there.
He's got to learn how to dribble, though. The dribbling thing is an issue, though. He's got to learn how to dribble.
Is he a point guard?
No. He's a shooting guard. They should learn how to dribble a shooting guard.
He's good enough, and he makes plays and makes players around him.
Yeah. Right, we'll see what you guys have him on the list. We'll see. All right. Okay, 22. Who you got, Zachary?
At 22, one of Chris's favorite players. And as soon as he goes down, so does Milwaukee. Chris Middleton.
I like it.
Only because he's missed so much time and he has a fucking grip right now. The only reason why I left him off the list.
Correct. Also, me too.
I don't know how he comes back from grit. you do everything on the basketball court with your wrist. So that's kind of concerned me for this season alone. I'll leave him off. And then
I couldn't do it. He's just so valuable to that team.
Good, but I have Ice Trey at 22.
Trae Young?
Yes, I have him pretty low because he plays no fucking.
Wow, that's way low on my list.
Yeah,
he needs to bounce back.
I mean, he's not top 10 on my list, but he's definitely not that low.
He's kind of been, his efficiency went down last year with
No, I agree with that.
The same roster, efficiency went down. Now with Murray, I think it'll come back up again, but I'm gonna keep him there for now. He's kind of hit his ceiling there. There's nothing to go up from.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. All right, so
Steph level shooting them 50, 90 for me to get him any higher.
So that was 22, right?
Yeah.
Okay, 22 for me is my boy Bam Adebayo.
Oh, fuck.
25?
no.
The reason why he's out is because he went from 19 points a game in the regular season to 14.8 last year in 18 postseason games. I'm sorry, but if you drop 5 fucking points per game in the playoffs, you're off the fucking top 25.
But his value is so much for that team, though, not just on that side of the ball, also on defensive end as well, too.
Stagnate. I'm not looking for him to go up, but you gotta at least stay at least 17.
I think he shrinks with pressure. When Jimmy's off the court and he's out there running everything, he shrinks. His defense shrinks, rebounding shrinks, and his scoring sucks from outside of 10 freaking feet.
I don't even think he's Robin on that team. I think Hero's taking that Robin role. He's
wow, interesting. All right. 21, Zachary.
Y'all gonna both kill me for this.
Okay.
He just got traded from Utah. Donovan Mitchell.
I'm not going to kill you because I have him there as well, too, 21.
I have him way higher than that.
He hasn't played defense in 2 seasons. All right.
New team. All the headaches are gone.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is definitely not his preferred destination, but I have him way higher than that.
I do think, though, like by the end of this year, he should be higher on this list, though, when we do this list next year.
I have Brad Beal at 21.
I'm sorry. Straight. So of all the I will give Ernest Bam before I would ever give Beal. What has Beal ever done? Like he's not a leader on a team. He can't even get you into playing games. You know what he shot from the 3 this past season?
And pretty close.
He shot 30% from 3. He can't even shoot.
He's the only player on the team, though.
He's it's so bad.
Mm-hmm.
But he should have more assists and rebounds if he's the only player on the team.
I think
and he doesn't.
He needs to really step it up this year. I think he will. I think me having him there is a reason because I think
I think he'll average almost as many turnovers as assists. Like he got some new does.
He got some new money.
Yeah.
All right, 20, Zach.
Oh, who was your? Oh, you said Mitchell too, right?
Yeah, Mitchell also, yeah. So yeah.
At 20, I have DeRozan.
I like it. You're big on DeRozan, actually.
Look, okay, he doesn't shoot threes, but you know what he does do? He wins. Everywhere he goes, he wins. He gets his team to the playoffs. He will take all the pressure. He hits all the late shots for his team. And he can dribble, something apparently Jaylen Brown can't do any of that you hold against him.
All right. 20 for you, Chris.
Spicy P.
Who's it?
Spicy P. Pascal's.
Okay. No, okay.
He was almost in my honorable mention.
Yeah, mine too. He's done my top 30.
Third team all NBA last year.
Definitely my top 30.
And he's been
I want to see more. I want to see more.
He's an established Robin on a championship team.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally filling into that Batman role. I think last year was because the first year was kind of like a without Kawhi, and then last year's kind of, and then now he's really gonna fill into that Batman role now.
No, I think when we do this list, we do this again next year, he'll be in the top 25, probably in the top 20. I do agree with you on that one. 20. You're probably going to kill me for this, Zach. Well, I mean, Chris already mentioned that he's not on this list either, but Chris Paul. Again, look, the failure last year in the playoffs, obviously very raw still. But this Suns team isn't where they are without Chris Paul. They're not even in the conversation with number 1 seed without Chris Paul. Now, we can obviously knock them with everything else beyond that. But they're in the finals 2 years ago. Chris Paul was the main reason they were there. Same with them winning 65 games last year. Same thing. So
you know me. I have Chris Paul,
of course. You're ridiculous. Yeah.
In the all-time greats point guard list.
Shit.
After that playoff performance, you just have to assume that his career is just on the fucking. He is firmly in the twilight. Like,
well, this is his last gasp. This is the last gasp here for me.
Yeah.
Obviously,
So,
I don't think he'll be in the top 25 next year. Really being honest.
Top 40. This
First off, if he won at the end of this season, he's retiring. But dude isn't a top 25 player.
He wasn't until the playoffs last year.
Hit Brunson, just fucking shutting him down.
Yeah. All right, so 20. I did 20. Chris Paul. Y'all did 20 also too. Okay, 19. Zach.
I've been waiting to say this name just to piss you guys off. At number 19, playing for the Blazers, Damian Lillard.
Good God, Zachary. Now, look, I understand why you did it. Missing it most of the year last year. I can understand that whole readjustment and all that, but that's way too low.
Really? Does he make his teammates better? Yeah. Is he a leader or is he just a massive shooter? Is he a Carmelo Anthony?
No, he's not that selfish. Come on now.
He's not?
No. Chris, you think he's that selfish?
No, but like I said, I have him only a couple spots higher.
I mean, he's definitely my top 20. He's definitely my top 15, but I mean, he ain't not top 10. He was definitely my top 10 2 years ago before the injury.
And again, you were an idiot then too.
Oh, come on. All right, so 19 for you, Chris.
Jaylen Brown.
Okay. All right.
Still too low.
Oh, okay.
I think that's a good spot for.
I think so.
Anthony Robbins on my list. He's probably there's only 2 more guys that are like second fiddle on their team ahead of him. So, I mean, he's third place Robin for me.
Well, 90 for me is, and of course, if he can stay healthy and whatever, it's a contract year. Kyrie Irving.
Oof, that's high.
That's too high?
I had him at 25, but yeah, it's not terrible. It's not a terrible spot.
I mean,
the guy's box
I
office,
get it. Y'all are projecting that he's gonna show up because
contract year.
I still say he plays 60 games max.
I think it'll be interesting how he looks with Ben Simmons for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But like Kyrie said when James Harden got there, he does not mind playing the off guard position and letting someone else, handle the rock.
He's got no problem letting someone else make all the decisions. Just let me shoot the ball.
It'll be interesting, but I hate how Nash came out already and said, "Oh, don't expect the best Ben yet." Oh, fuck, man, this guy, this young, can't even come back from that. Fuck.
All right, number 8.
Ben Simmons should be on this list, but he's a fucking.
Oh, he should be, but he's just almost 2 fucking years. Like, come on. All right, 18, Zachary. Uh-oh. Well,
if I were going by Chris, this is a legacy pick. Okay. FYI, this is a legacy.
LeBron James.
This is AD at 18.
Guess what? I'm there at 18 as well.
Wow.
And it's all legacy. Because if you look at what he did last year, with all the injuries, he's hitting the decline super fast.
He is. I'm at 18 as well, too. I'm with you 100%.
Wow.
We got 18, Chris.
DeMar DeRozan.
Okay.
Highest out of all of us? Yeah. Barely. Yeah. I like DeMar. Good fit in Chicago. He took that alpha role from Levine, but And Levine's right there, right behind him, but DeMar's still the better player at this point in their careers right now. Levine's a
Best
lot.
mid-range game there is in the NBA.
Shooting
Easily.
47% from the mid-range. That's so good.
It's so good. He's so unappreciated
last year. He pretty much held that team afloat through all
Yeah.
those injuries in the second half of the season. So
he'll have to do it again this year too because no Lonzo probably for a good chunk of the rest of the year. So we'll see. Okay, number 17. I have Davis at 18. 17. You got Zach.
James Harden, Mr. Buckets, 28 and 10. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what kind of shape he's in. Get you 28, pulls down 8, and dishes out 10 assists a game. Supposedly, I haven't been able to see, but he's in the best shape of his career.
He lost a lot of weight, apparently. I also have Harden at 17 as well, Zach, for the record. So I'm with you. Two in a row. Chris, so you got number 17.
Harden didn't even make my list.
Whoa!
He's not even on my list.
Okay.
You are
spoiler alert.
Just analyzing.
That was like a legacy thing. Like,
but it's partially
why he'd be on my list would be a legacy thing.
He's there because let's see what happens. Let's see.
No,
camp.
Hold on,
first camp.
What do you project his numbers to be this year?
Low. I feel like Tyrese Maxey's going to eat right into his numbers.
Legit. What do you think his points, rebounds, and assists are going to be?
16, 5, and 8.
And what about second, third seed in the playoffs?
I mean, they could definitely be a pretty high seed in the East for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But 5 and 8.
Well, you said on the over the pod about a month ago, Zach, that you think Sixers are going to win the East, or could win close win the East. So,
could finish with the best record.
Right. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you're pretty high on the Sixers this year too as well. So.
I just see Tyrese Maxey really eating into his numbers, and that's not the worst thing in the world, but I really saw that no matter how good a shape, I think the NBA changing the rules really affected him.
Yeah, so who do you another year?
So who do you got 17, Chris?
I have Dame at 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 16, Zachary.
Well, this is where I have a guy who can't guard anyone. He could maybe guard Spud Webb, and that's it. Your ice tray, Trae Young.
Did you cut my picture? Cut my list? I got Trae on 16 also.
I made this list 2 weeks ago, thinking we were doing it 2 weeks ago.
I started like weeks ago too, also, but I hadn't really. I only started really molding it in the last couple of days because I wanted to see. Okay, where we're at now. Any injuries coming in? Nothing. I got Trae Young also 16.
So I'm trying to figure out if I have this guy lowest on our list, or you guys don't have him on the list at all. But I have Cat at 16.
That's funny because he's coming up. It's coming up.
I think that's a little low, but hey.
Okay, I have lowest in the list. Hey, until his team not team, but like his individual defense, steps up, that'll always be like his downfall. Is this? But so I'll go ahead. He could be one of the most talented big men of all time, like just offensively.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into 15 because that's also my number 15 is Karl-Anthony Towns. So I'm higher than you. I'm really curious to see how he plays power forward this year.
Mm-hmm.
With Alonso Rudy Gobert, I'm really intrigued by that whole thing. So that's my 15. Zach, who you got 15?
At 15, I have Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Look,
it feels high,
I'm sorry.
But I get it.
I'll say it again. He's been to 3 conference finals in 6 years. He has been the main guy for 2 of them. Tatum was only the main guy this year. He dealt with the Kyrie bullshit and played above it. He has done everything.
I'm not mad at that.
No, I respect it. Who you got 15, Chris?
I have Donovan Mitchell at 15. I think he's going to break out this year.
Well, this is where I think this year, but in this year, I'll have him here probably next season, not closer to 10, if he turns the team around, obviously.
If you told me he can play defense, he'd go higher on
right. But I feel like he's hit a ceiling already so far. But maybe get on YouTube and change that.
coming into the league out of Louisville, his number one calling card was defense. He was a stopper. And I think in Cleveland, he's going to get back to his roots. He's going to hunker down, and he's going to ball out.
I think his first year in the league, he was a defensive stopper on the top guy. But
He was.
then quit and cared all about scoring.
He had to start carrying that burden a little more. And I think this year, with the way like Darius Garland will take some of the ball handling off of his plate, and the way that even when he's out, when Ricky Rubio comes in, like their team has a lot of ball handlers, so he's not gonna have to carry that burden. And then with the way like Mobley behind him and Jarrett Allen, he's gonna be able to play tougher defense because he has two studs behind him too. Don't forget that. So I'm big on him. Like Donovan Mitchell is gonna ball out this year.
All right, 14, Zach. We got
The biggest pussy in the league. I get a thigh bruise and I have to sit out for a year.
it's Kawhi.
Why?
Kawhi.
Yeah.
It's Kawhi.
You know it. I wanted to put him higher. I feel like when he plays and shows up, he's way higher. But, dude, you knock him to the ground now, and he's going to ask for 2 weeks off.
Some PTO. I mean, I see a logic, and I can't say I hate the logic because the dude's always hurt, but when he's on the court, he's fantastic.
Time management they're going to do now with him coming back. And
it's sad, too, because he's supposed to be in the top 5.
Well, he's missed like a year and a half now. So
no.
This year, I don't think they're going to load manage him as much this year.
Oh, crap.
They better not.
He'll play 72 games.
I would like to make a bet with you right now.
Overrun to 70 games right now, Kawhi Leonard.
Oh, way under.
Okay, Chris?
He's going to be either at or over.
I would make an over under at 62.
Now
it's a bet. There you go. Boom. I marked down.
Not only do I have this guy, I think I'm the only dude with this guy list here at 14.
So who's 14? Who's 14 for you, Chris?
Paul George.
Guess what? Me too. Paul George, 14. Yeah.
Zach, do you have him on your list?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh hi. Wow, I'm impressed.
Oh shit.
PG time higher for Zachary.
I have him one spot higher. That's
I was going to say he's probably 13. So go ahead. 13 is Paul George for you, right?
Yeah, I probably just jinxed him. So
okay, good job, bud. I mean, when he's healthy, he's probably that closer to 10. But again, it's health.
So the discussion we had pre-pod, I was right. I have LeBron at 13.
Holy hell!
And this.
Are you serious? LeBron 13?
This is coming from the dude who took LeBron number 1 overall in the all-time draft.
But that's all-time draft.
This year,
not 2022.
LeBron at 13.
Look, I wanted to go out on the limb, but I'm thinking maybe everyone comes back healthy to start the season, so he's motivated.
I'm sorry, but
that is a stunner.
Last year, I don't give a fuck if AD played 20 games, if Russ was not the right fit, blah, blah, blah. To not make the playoffs with that fucking team.
Yeah.
They
would be down by 20 in the fourth quarter, and he was getting garbage points for the scoring
game. I'm sorry. I got LeBron a little lower. I just feel like this will be the real twilight now. Like he's been staving off the twilight of his career for a while. Then this year, like he's down to he was at almost 30 points a game last year. I think he'll come down to earth 24 games.
I feel like you're trying to out tank Zach.
No,
standings here.
He really is. At least I can make the argument. I mean, they were legitly down for half the season by 20 in the fourth quarter.
13 though, bro.
Have him playing in the fourth just so he could get the scoring title.
But 13, Chris?
He is my highest ranked Robin on my list.
Who is LeBron?
Yes.
Wait, he's a Robin now too?
Whoa. You mean to tell me you have Brittle higher?
Good God! All right, I'm scared we can go rest of the show now. There we go. We were pretty smooth for the most part until we got to this one. There we go. Nice. 13 for me is Damian Lillard. Now you got to remember too. Also, before the injury last year, he was my top 10. So let's see what he does to come back from that, and we'll go from there.
I think you just like his nickname so much. That's gotta be
good. He's good, but I think with the influx of talent they have there now, like I think he's definitely he's gonna take a step back for sure.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. Number 12.
I got Cat. I think him moving out of center and getting to play the 4 when he loves to shoot the 3. I think he took like 7 threes a game last season. He's going to love this.
I mean, he won the 3-point competition in All-Star Weekend last year, so I mean, yeah.
I think the trade for Gobert is doing nothing but building his psyche. He's going to have like a monster season.
All right, 12 for you, Chris.
Anthony Davis. I think this is the year that LeBron says, you know what, man, you need to take the next step up and carry the team. Yeah, so I think he finally ascends LeBron on that team's pecking order and fosters in the next era for the like.
You know that requires him being on the court, right?
Chris, the only thing he's going to be carrying for LeBron is the lineup card to the ref.
Oh, jeez.
And street clothes.
Over his injuries.
Would you have 80? Would you have 80 on your list, Zach? 18, right?
Yeah.
We have about the same spot, right?
Street clothes.
All right. 12 for me is Dem Booker in Phoenix.
Not bad.
I mean, again, solid player. Probably the 1A of the Suns, but we'll see what happens now. If Chris Paul takes a step back, as we all saying he's going to do, does Dem Booker take another leap? Let's find that out. So 12 for Dem Booker for me. All right, number 11, Zach.
Give me Devin Booker, the engine of the Suns.
Okay, so it's the same idea. Same idea. Nice swing there. Chris, number 11.
I have my boy at 11. Can't be super homer. I got Ja at 11.
Wow. It feels a little low for you, man. It's a little bit.
Have you called Devin Booker's name yet, Chris?
No, I have him at 10. So
okay.
Well, you got 11. I have him at 10.
So I was just starting to worry this was going to be another tank job guy.
Yeah, exactly. I'll tank Zach again.
He's the only dude I will forgive on the Suns for last year.
So this guy, probably in hindsight, I should put him a little lower because he's been gone for a little bit. But because of the impact of when he is on the court, I'm going to run with this for a little bit. Number 11, I got Kawhi Leonard. We shall see.
I was with you, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
The guy just doesn't play.
Yeah. I mean, he should be in the top 5, logically, but he's not.
I also don't. Here's a fun bet. Who plays fewer games? AD or Kawhi? Because they're both going to be on load management. They both get hurt.
Less games. My money is on. Ooh. I'll say Kawhi for less games.
Wow.
So Kawhi for less games.
So at 10, I have Booker. So
okay.
We all have him within one spot. Pretty much.
Yeah.
So you got 10. 10. You got Booker for Chris.
At 10 I got Morant.
Okay, I also had Morant at 10 as well too.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, Ja. But I think if we see another season, another duplicate of last year, or even close to duplicate of last year with John Morant, he may crack the top 8 to 6, maybe higher. We'll see.
Yeah, I have a couple dudes in my top 10 that could easily fall out.
Yeah. Whether it be age or.
But 9 could easily fall out. So.
Okay, so number 10 for is Ja. Number 9, Zach.
Number 9, I got LBJ, LeBron James.
Look, be top 10. I'll tank Chris. Wow.
I'm gonna say it again. All he is garbage points in the fourth quarter.
Oh my god,
it's a bad team last year, man. We should have saw it coming too. We were all behind the Lakers. Was it over last year? 51 wins last year. We went over. They got Ross. They got this guy, and
didn't you guys take the over this time around?
I did. I slight over. I said slight over in this one.
What has LeBron James been for a majority of his career?
Say it again.
General manager of his team.
Yeah.
That roster, you can blame on him too.
Okay, no, absolutely. I don't disagree with you. Number 9 for you, Chris.
The hometown guy, Jimmy Butler.
Guess what? So do I. Jimmy Butler, number 9.
I never thought I'd have him higher.
He raises his average in the postseason.
Right. That's what helped him. But I do.
That 47-point fucking Picasso performance last year. Oh, my God.
But let me say this, though. We're talking about guys that could fall out by the end of the year. He's another guy that could fall at the end of the year.
Well, that's one of those dudes that I said, like, hey, he could easily, like, he's going to get the age. He's getting not only the age, but the wear and tear of having those. He's carried this Heat team for a couple of years now, so I could definitely see his game. But this year will be the last of his, like, monster years.
Right. I'm totally with you on that one. All right, number 8, Zach.
Playoff Jimmy.
Okay. Same ballpark, so not bad. Same situation there. 8 for you, Chris.
7 and 8 were so hard for me. I flip-flopped these two guys over and over again. And only for legacy am I going to give the guy at 7 the spot higher. So I'm going to put Jason Tatum at 8.
I also have an 8 as well, too. But we kind of already knew that last year in the playoffs when we were doing our playoffs, like podcasts. And we're talking about, like, is Tatum top 10 now? Top 10? Where is he top 10? I mean, I think we capped it at 8. That was the number I think we all had it pretty much. I don't know if Zach's probably changed his mind now, obviously, but
no, I had him higher last. We went over this list. I named him last year.
Yeah, I think
he's number 7.
Okay, nice segue. I set you up nice for you. See, there you go.
Jason Tatum was 7th best player last year. We went over this countless times. He is number 7.
Yeah.
So I gave Durant the nod over Tatum at 7.
Wow, that low.
Oh, good. You helped my heart because I was about to go off on you.
No fucking lifetime achievement awards here.
No.
You're gonna hate.
You're gonna someone else there.
You're gonna hate me then. Shit. Or I have Durant. So Tatum 7 for you, Durant 7 for Chris. I got LeBron at 7. I got LeBron 7. I mean, for the same reasons, but I can't quite.
You can't get off saying he's the number 1 player. He's arguably the best player in the league. He's a top 5. You can't get off that.
I got the top 5.
I know you worked so hard to put him top 5.
But you have to at least give me credit for not putting him on top 5.
I know you worked hard to.
You're damn right I did. LeBron James, baby. It's the king. Come on. Show some damn respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's he's definitely on the way out now. And that's to his credit, but the talent in this league is fantastic. Look at this list here. It's fantastic talent in this league right now. So we'll give credit for that. I think my number 6 might be very controversial, but we'll get there in a second.
Number 6 is going to be very controversial.
Okay, number 6 for you, Zach.
Number 6.
Embiid.
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry. You had to at least show up to a conference finals where you're the guy. You're not creating headaches for everybody on your team. And oh, by the way, you can't take a day off every fucking week either.
He also got his face broken in the playoffs too. I mean, played through that shit.
Oh my God, how many players have done that now? I'm sorry, that's old.
Yeah, but not in the playoffs. They got their face broken in the season, and then like wore their mask for like 4 consecutive years after that. But like they didn't get their face broken in the middle of the series and keep playing.
Yeah. Number 6 for you, Chris. Here we go. Want to hear it?
You know what I'm gonna say to piss you guys off so fucking bad.
Let me hear it.
Steph. I got Steph at 6.
I mean, I get it.
NBA champion. Who you guys didn't put anyone else on his team top 25?
Nope. No.
So you're telling me a guy who's not even top 5 could win a finals?
Who had Wiggins in there?
Yeah, but
I put Wiggins in there. You didn't. Chris didn't. Not that you have anybody from the Golden State Warriors.
He's
in the
mad,
top
Chris.
30.
I told you pissed him off.
Yep. But Wiggins is top 30. Clay's like top 40. Draymond.
You don't know anything about Clay anymore.
We'll know more Clay later on. Clay should be in top 25 himself, but because of the injury, we don't know yet.
It's been over 2 years for him, dude.
Yeah, but you can see that he's not
back ever again.
Before he was a dude to shut down the best wing player, and he'll never be that guy again.
He'll never be that defensive guy again.
Yeah, that's why.
He's a guy who can't dribble or dunk.
All right, so number 6, there we go. Controversial. I got Jokic, number 6.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
You're
okay.
a fucking idiot.
Why?
Actually, I can't say that because he's lower on my list than Curry. So, Chris, you're the fucking idiot.
I went 5 and 6. I went back and forth on, honestly.
Y'all, oh my god.
Do you want to see fucking Zach go crazy? See why I'm 5.
Okay, hold on. Zach, go to 5. Who got number 5?
Number 5, I got Durant. Greatest scorer, but no leadership.
I can see that. I
couldn't put him higher, and I had to give him his due for what he is. He can at least carry a team to the playoffs because he's such a great scorer.
Right. All right, Chris, number 5. Hold it in.
You have inadvertently teased this a couple times already that he should be in the top 5 because he's going to be a top 5 this year. Kawhi Leonard, 5.
Oh my god!
Wait, first off, let me ask a question. How do we miss Chris not saying Kawhi Leonard's name for the last fucking 41 minutes?
Real quick, his list is complete bullshit. Straight up, total bullshit.
I'm gonna post this list. I'm gonna take this list, or our list, and post on Twitter, and have people vote on this fucking list.
Well,
one?
Hey, Ben, let's see what it looks like at the end of the year and see who's closer.
Yeah. Post it now, and then present it again to see how I flourish.
Well, I played 55 games. I'm gonna look like a fucking retard, but
yeah,
you'd be lucky if he plays 55 games.
As of right now,
under 70, we said under.
You're gonna see that elite two-way shut down and best player on the court, Kawhi Leonard, hitting at
Are you sure?
At a 55% clip from the field. 38% from 3 and just lock it.
That's great. But I'm forget the fact that
he got a bad knee and a bad thigh because of a bruise from 4 years ago. Still,
forget the
fact.
I'm
sorry, he's not a top 5 player.
Zach, I understand. Look. It's obviously a shocking pick what Chris did there, but I'm still shocked that you and I actually missed him and not even mentioning him by the time we cracked top 10.
Once he threw out CP3, I was like, okay. He's got some brain cells. He's not putting an injury plagued guy in there like Kawhi who can't show up.
I'm thinking maybe he's not going to mention Kawhi at all. Just because of the injuries. No.
Wow.
All right, 5 for me is Joel Embiid.
Wait.
Go ahead.
You put a guy who can't play for 2 years
ahead of Curry. Yes.
Yeah, a guy who got bumped in the thigh and had to sit out a season.
You want to get him tilted? You want to get Zach tilted easily? This shit here. I'm telling you, this shit.
You know how many rings Curry's got?
It's just one of those things where
one of those things. I don't know basketball.
Full healthy, and he's going to show his full potential.
Yeah, as I was saying, number 5 for me is Joel Embiid. I mean, again, another guy who I think might have a serious case of MVP this year. I think, honestly, if you ask me who might be MVP this year, based on the team success I expect, I think Joel Embiid might be the clubhouse leader. So, all right, number 4, Zachary.
At number 4, I got the Great White Hope, Luka. Isn't he your MVP candidate for the season?
Definitely a candidate. I'm not sure he's the MVP, but depends on what Dallas does this year.
I thought that was predicted.
If Dallas cracks top 3 in the Western Conference, I will definitely say that he's a MVP candidate. He's got to crack top 3 though. So, all right, 4 for you, Chris.
I have Embiid.
Embiid. Okay, no more stunners. I guess coming here. I like it. I like it. Four for me is Steph Curry. So obviously Zach has him higher.
Look,
Zach has him higher.
At least you understand he's at least top 5 in the league.
Yeah, this guy had him where? What was he at again? Is that Steph Curry?
6.
That's
okay.
right. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you, Chris? You think too much.
Guy takes the team with apparently no talent to a finals and wins the finals over the best defensive team in the league. Getting guarded by the defensive player of the year.
I'm with you, Zach. All right,
at number 3, I had the Joker.
Embiid.
Me too. Back-to-back MVP. Can't
do Embiid. You got Embiid number 3 also?
No, he has
no. Jokic. Sorry, Jokic. Yeah.
Joker 3. You can't back-to-back MVPs only ascending. He proved putting up better numbers on a team devout of the all-star talent around him. He locked it up right there.
Oh, he's fantastic last year.
Top 3 in the league.
All right, 3 for me is Luka Doncic. I guess based on how all this has gone here, number 2 is going to be very controversial for me. We'll get in a second.
Number 2, and I worked it really, really hard, and I had him at 1 until today. Steph Curry.
I thought you were gonna have Steph at 1.
No,
I wanted to.
No, he knows better.
Look,
Zach has many issues, but I don't think basketball and not really a big one.
Y'all are laughing at me, but again, I repeat, he's got no help. No one in the top 30 for y'all's list. Only one guy in your top 40s list. Maybe 2 players in your top 50. If that.
And a nut puncher, too.
And that's because you're delusional thinking Clay's going to be a top 50 player.
Yes, 100%.
Man, wanting it. Reigning NBA champion, MVP of the finals. Number 2.
All right, number 2 for you, Mr. Chris Manick.
This is funny. It's the 3rd time it's happened where each of us have had this guy 1 spot ahead. I'll have Luka at 2.
Okay.
He took his game to another level.
Unlocked
another. And then now it's just that year where he's just finally going to take over like damn near best player in the league. I just wish he would stop playing fucking national team shit in the fucking offseason. I know people say it helps because he can blow it up. Like last year, he blowed it up in the offseason. But as he continues to get better and as he continues to go into these long, deep playoff runs, he needs to learn that he has to rest his body or he's going to start falling apart. But, I mean, he's that good. I wasn't that firm a believer. If you probably asked me last year, I'd fringe top 10 maybe, that he's established top 2 player in the league.
Yeah, and that playoff run was awesome. I mean, we don't count the Golden State stuff because obviously Golden State was by far a better team than Dallas. But
wait, who led that team?
Which team?
The Golden team State? That beat Doncic.
Oh, Steph Curry.
Oh, okay. Just want to know if you knew
and Jordan Poole.
I just got to make sure you know his name.
God.
All right, number 2. I don't know if this is. I mean, based on you guys' list, maybe it is controversial to you guys. Number 2. I know it's more controversial than Kawhi number 5 for Chris. And maybe I'm just still blinded by the success he's had as a scorer throughout the last 5 or 6 years. I still gotta go KD. And for the record, Zach, everything you said about the leadership stuff, all that, 100% with you on that one.
Ernest, I could never.
My God,
KD at 2 when I got something. Putting number 5, a broken down has been.
But at the end of the day, for me, all things equal, drama aside, injuries on an issue, I'm just looking at aesthetics. KD is arguably the best. KD is arguably, not saying he is, arguably the best player in basketball when healthy. No drama.
He didn't win one game against the Celtics.
Yeah.
You know who won the finals against the Celtics?
Oh, Steph Curry.
That's right.
You know what it is?
You know who guarded him? The defensive player of the year. Not like the 4th or 5th best defensive player on the team, but the defensive player of the year guarded Curry. And you got KD at 2.
What it was with KD is 2 years ago when he got to Brooklyn, and he was literally his toe being on the line for 1 inch, beating Milwaukee the year they won it all, this close to beating them, and then last year took a massive step back. So
I totally get it, but I feel like with everything happening over the summer, I mean, we know all the drama that happened with the Nets. You know, him when we traded and not getting traded, and Kyrie, you know, almost getting traded but not getting traded. All things equal, I think with the mandate's gone now, and let's assume they're going to be relatively healthy this year. It's set up to be a huge KD year again.
I think punish him for not being on the Heat by now.
It's still not the worst pick, okay?
Yeah. Kawhi was the Kawhi one worse or Steph one worse?
Oh, Kawhi.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh my God.
Hey, Ernest, you kept saying Kawhi should be top 5. Kawhi should be top 5.
Should, but when you miss 2 years of basketball, it's kind of hard to justify that. You got to knock you at some point.
2
I
years,
get it.
He's going to be Raptors Kawhi.
No, if again, it's like KD, all things equal. If Kawhi is healthy and which obviously is a big if,
Kawhi's gonna look like Clay. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna come back from his injury after 2 years and look like Clay, slow and no shot.
Second biggest in the league, right there, man.
It's safe to say that we have the same number 1, all 3 of us.
Yeah, I'd say simple. I mean,
what are we doing here? Yeah,
only because of the height.
Wait.
Oh wait, then he actually shoots the 3 at a better clip now than Dame.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, and he shoots it better than Beal.
No.
So he's I'm gonna top 25 anyway, so he has to knock me on that one.
Nah, I'm knocking Chris.
Yeah, Chris is the MVP tonight's podcast.
Yeah, you guys. I told you, no legacy awards, man.
No, I mean, I get it.
Kawhi, massive legacy award for Kawhi.
Mm-hmm.
He's still in the prime of his career.
So before we end this real quick, if you had to go through your list right now and make any changes, not saying you have to, but saying look at things like this guy go a little lower in hindsight, higher in hindsight. What change would you make?
I would move Curry up on Chris's list.
No, it's about your list, buddy.
LeBron down on your list.
It's about your list, buddy. It's about your list.
I would really seriously contemplate taking AD completely off of my list.
Oh.
And putting maybe Siakam at 25.
Yeah, I would definitely consider put Siakam on my list again in hindsight.
It's only because AD he's falling apart. Literally falling apart. Had his worst season ever last year.
It's the revenge tour for these guys. That's what my list is. The revenge tour.
Oh, yeah.
We have Dame, AD, fucking Kawhi going off this year.
All right, so what you doing with your list if you were going to change, Chris?
What would you change last?
I mean, I was at 25. It was really tough between Kyrie and Harden, like for sure, like those two being there. I'm not really changing much on my list. I mean,
not even Kawhi.
No, of course not.
I mean, come on, you can move them down to 10.
Oh.
You're right.
Why is that, dude, man?
No, I love Kawhi, but again, you missed 2 years of basketball. It's kind of like, okay, let's wait a little bit. You know, that's why he's at 11 right now, 11, because I'm waiting for that opportunity to put back in the 10 again. To respect to Kawhi, but top 5. I mean, dude, I thought I had him high on my list. Like,
you're talking about someone who got traded to a team he didn't want to be on.
a team that notoriously underachieved and was nothing to a franchise who had never done shit.
You know what Chris is talking about? One season. One
Overcame all that.
Ones that happened 4 years ago.
Literally one
You know things that
season
happened.
of his
You
career.
know things that happened since that happened. We lost Kobe Bryant. Okay, we have COVID. We've had we have a new president since then. We've had a lot of things happen since then. Okay, so I mean, look,
Chris,
I'm not saying
you're
that
a father. You got laid. I mean,
yeah, you're a dad now. I mean, you know things that happened to you in those 3-4 years. Like seriously, and I'm not knocking you again. I have quite an 11 because of the fact that I expect him to get back to the top 10, but I can't just give it to you because you missed 2 years of basketball.
No, this
You know what
guy,
I'm saying?
he had. There's a big difference between dudes that consistently just have like soft tissue injuries, like AD all the time and shit like that, and
Right.
dudes who freak accidents. And I think he is young enough to recover from those, and his game's not predicated on like supreme athleticism. So that
is his whole game is supreme athleticism.
Well, no, it's not. But he's not like a leaper. Like
Freak
athletic, yes, but he's not one of those dudes that are just like some freak athlete.
Would you even at least consider flipping AD and LeBron?
No, I think AD's gonna be a better player this year
by virtue of age.
I don't.
So Chris just won't change anything. What about you, Ernest?
All right, so look at this list here. Like I was looking back in hindsight, I might take Chris Paul on this list completely. I think you reminded me of the playoff failure, and not just the way not just they lost to Dallas in the second round. It's the way they lost. I mean, that's got to count for something, you know. I know I'm weighing the regular season success the last couple of years for Phoenix, going to the finals 2 years ago, but at the same time, you can't drop the ball like that. And Chris Paul, for the record, played like absolute dog shit in that series too, from like games 3 on.
Dog shit the last 3 games,
right? Like absolute dog shit. So
on triple single numbers, like
right, exactly. So at the very least, he should be like 24, 25 in this list. Other than that, AD maybe a little lower again. Let me see. I mean, I would consider. I mean, 5 and 6 is like almost like a 5A 5B. Like Embiid and Jokic it's a wash really for me. Other than that, I mean maybe like I said earlier, I might bring in Siakam on the list.
And no Ingram, Ernest.
Ingram is my top 30. He was in that next 5. You know, Ingram, Siakam, Bradley Beal. You know, but
kind of high, man.
Was that?
Then you guys have Trey kind of high.
I have him 16. Would you have him again?
I have him at 22.
Okay. Well, Trey. Well, remember also too. Trey was starting to flirt that top 10 status 2 years ago, and then he had a bad year, so he hasn't got dropped my list this year. But you know, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you know, Trey feels like a little high. I think maybe Trey's a little.
No, Ernest, you are right on the money.
No. He's still top 20.
His list is perfect.
No, he's still top. No, he's still top 20. But I mean, I can see an argument for.
Chris won't move a single player anywhere, so no. Your list is fine, Ernest.
I can see an argument for Kyrie Irving ahead of Trae Young, to be honest with you. But again, at least Trae Young shows up to games. So
he'll show up to every game.
Yeah, unlike Kawhi. You know, number 5, Kawhi. Just saying.
I'm just saying. 50 games max for Kawhi.
Well, the bet here is 70 games, and we said under, right? You want to adjust that number?
I thought we were doing AD. Y'all were talking 72. I said 62 should have been the over/under. I'd still take the under.
Oh, but on both guys?
Oh, I'll take the under on both guys. It's set at 62. But I will set Kawhi's number even lower. 55 for the over/under.
Oh my god.
he's still going under. How about 10 games? Still under?
Well, I give him 48. I give him 48 to 52.
But
MVP status probably.
But both
chance.
Are going to be right there on the cusp.
Well, it's going to be a fun year, and we'll obviously be checking out the NBA stuff, us 3, throughout the season. So look forward to that. Zach, Chris, good job as always.
Yeah, man.
You make sure you get these lists and you post them maybe halfway. Post them midway through the year and see what they look like.
I'm posting them now. I'm posting them probably the next couple of days so I can put out there and see what
I
people
know,
say.
but it's easy for people to pick it apart now, but where it's going to end up being.
Well, yeah, because 50 games into the season, Kawhi's going to be averaging 25, playing 12 games. He's going to be so great. He's going to have huge averages.
Oh, God.